Yo, what is going on, you guys? Anthony here with Pistons Talk, and we finally have some general manager news. I have been chomping at the bit. I've been wanting to know who the Pistons are looking to hire as general manager for the Detroit Pistons. Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN just said that the Pistons have narrowed it down to 3 potential candidates. Assistant GM Mark Hughes of the Los Angeles Clippers, Nets assistant general manager Jeff Peterson, and Troy Weaver of the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's a VP of basketball operations. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably are like, who the hell are these guys? This isn't Chauncey, this isn't Tayshaun. So what I did is I did some digging for you guys, because I know you guys are probably going to want to know, what have they done in the front office? Are they qualified to, work for your team, the Detroit Pistons? So we're going to be taking a look at Mark Hughes first. And so we're looking at Mark Hughes. So we're going to be ignoring the assistant coach of the Kings, because we're here for front office stuff. So his first front office job was the director of scouting. Now, he was there from 2007-8, and the Knicks decided to promote him to, director of player personnel from 2011-12, and they decided to promote him again in 2017-18, and he left the organization. He went to go work for the Clippers organization as an assistant general manager. Now, Woj's tweet was GM, not assistant GM. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, this guy doesn't really have a lot of experience as a general manager, so why should the Pistons look to hire him as a general manager? He's not qualified. I think he is qualified, and here's my reasoning. If you look at the Clippers front office, they have a very strong structure over there. Jerry West is a consultant for the Clippers front office. And you guys have probably heard of Jerry West at least one time. Even if you are a Pistons fan, you know who Jerry West is. Jerry West was one of the best general managers of his time. I'd like to assume that Mark Hughes has probably learned a thing or two from Jerry West. Do I think the Pistons are going to hire Mark Hughes as a general manager? I don't. So why did Woj have him in a top 3 candidates? A lot of things can happen still, and Mark Hughes, to me, is probably a backup plan if the Pistons can't land a Troy Weaver, who's been linked as the quote-unquote favorite from other news sources around there. But Mark Hughes would not be a bad backup plan if Troy Weaver decides to back out. So the next candidate we're going to be looking at is Troy Weaver from OKC. Now, you guys can tell on the screen, this guy's been around the game of basketball for quite a long time. I mean, just look at all the assistant coaching jobs this guy had. He's been a head scout, director of player personnel, assistant GM, vice president, and vice president of basketball ops for OKC currently. The media has reported that this is going to be the Detroit Pistons' top choice if they can get it done. And for good reason. This guy is very accomplished. I think he's actually overqualified for a general manager job with your Detroit Pistons. But if I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, I want this guy in my front office working alongside Ed Stefanski. He's been working with Sam Presti, and you guys can just look at OKC over the years, from anything from drafts to trades. They have a very good front office. And that's something that the Detroit Pistons need right now. They need to get this right. They need to draft the right person this draft. They need to make smart free agent signings this year. It's the first year we've had cap space in quite a long time. We need someone intelligent in that front office. And in my opinion, Troy Weaver, to me, is my number one clear choice for general manager for your Detroit Pistons. So one of the final candidates that Woj did report was Jeff Peterson from the Brooklyn Nets. As you guys can see, he started out as a scout, then a basketball operations coordinator, a director of scouting, assistant GM, and then assistant GM again. So this guy has worked. He does have a scouting background, which is something I believe that could come to his advantage when it does come to be, up for a general manager job. Now, I don't know if the Pistons would want to go that route. I think they're pretty dead set on Troy Weaver. But like I said, this guy, along with Mark Hughes, could be a backup plan if things do fall through with Troy Weaver. But like I said, I wanted to just, do some information for you guys so you guys can get a better understanding of what these guys have done in the front office. I want to know what you guys think, though, of all of these guys that I did mention. Let me know which candidate you want your Detroit Pistons to hire as general manager. I'll talk to you guys down in the comment section.